1947, Kashmir, one of the world's most beautiful valleys, turns into a battlefield. As the partition riots still burning across India and Pakistan, a new war begins for control of Jammu and Kashmir. Thousands of tribal raiders, armed and backed by Pakistan, pour across the border. Their target, Srinagar. Their route, Muzaffarabad to Uri, Baramulla, and then the valley's heart. The Indian army must hold the line. One town stands as the gateway of salvation or surrender, Uri. The road from Srinagar to Uri snakes through the Jhelum Valley. Whoever controls Uri commands this entire corridor. Lose Uri and Srinagar starves. 161 Infantry Brigade under Brigadier L.P. Bogeysen is tasked with retaking Uri after securing Baramulla. The challenge is monstrous. Mountainous terrain, sub-zero nights, and an enemy entrenched in ridges overlooking every approach. The war for Kashmir will not be fought in open plains, it will be carved from ice, rock, and exhaustion. From Baramulla to the brink. Late 1947, Indian troops pushed west from Baramulla towards Uri. Each curve of the road hides an ambush. Gilgit Scouts and tribal lashkars occupy the heights, firing down with mortars and machine guns. Convoys are halted, communications severed. Men dig trenches into frozen grounds. There is no air cover, no mechanized support, only determination. 161 Brigade decides they will assault ridge by ridge, valley by valley until Uri falls or they die trying. November 25th, the assault begins. Indian troops attack from multiple directions. Frontal advantage along the road and a flanking maneuver from the north. The climb is brutal. Frostbite and altitude sickness claim almost as many as bullets. The Gilgit Scouts defend fiercely, using every ravine boulder as cover. Yet, by inch, the Indians push forward. By dawn of December 1st, the enemy resistance begins to crumble. The tricolor rises over Uri town. Yet, inch by inch, the Indians pushed forward. By the dawn of December 1st, enemy resistance began to crumble. The tricolor rises over the Uri town. What was supposed to be a 2 day operation takes more than a week of relentless combat. Capturing Uri was only half the victory. The next challenge was survival. Pakistani forces regrouped beyond the Jhelum. Sporadic shelling and sniper attacks continued for weeks. Uri became India's forward operating base, feeding logistics to future fronts at Thitwal, Poonch, and Jozila. The road to Srinagar was open again. Every ration, every bullet to the valley passed through this narrow throat. The defense of Uri was the difference between control and collapse. The battle came at a heavy price. Many Indian soldiers perished not from bullets but from exposure and exhaustion. Letters from home have spoken of frozen fingers on rifle triggers, of nights spent without food, of comrades buried under avalanches. Yet their sacrifices ensured that Kashmir's heart kept beating. Without Uri, Srinagar might have fallen. Without Srinagar, India might have lost the war. By the time the ceasefire came in 1949, the front had stabilized. Uri remained under Indian control, a silent sentinel guarding the valley. Decades later, the same ridge would echo with gunfire again during the wars of 1965, 71, and Kashmir. Even in peace, Uri never rests. Its name returns with headlines every few years, a reminder that war, which began in 1947, never fully ended. The Battle of Uri was more than a victory. It was a statement that the Indian army would fight for every inch of the valley, no matter the odds. In the snow among the mountains, ordinary men became legends. The road to Srinagar stayed open because they refused to let it close. This was Uri, 1948, the battle that kept Kashmir alive.